Excuse me. Hello folks, I've been trimming my hedgerows today, doing a bit of amateur topiary. Not only that, we're going to be doing some chopping and dropping of the comfrey. The magical plant, the comfrey plant, is going to be chopped and dropped and covered and integrated, hopefully in about 6 to 8 weeks time, into a grow bed that we're putting up on the site. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. See you in a bit. Ta-da. Well, hello, good day and welcome to the Little Farmer's Farm with me, a fresh-faced Guru Mafenda. I've been inspired by Lee Wazzawaddle. I was watching him this morning doing his whackering, taking all the weeds down with a weed whacker. I've got loads of weeds, but I've been trying to get hold of some hedge clippers because the hedges needed trimming, and I've just made a start. Now I'm going to be doing all around. We've got about, I would say, half of the plot, the twin plots, with hedges round, hedgerows round them. So I'm doing a bit of topiary, rough topiary, I'll grant you, but yeah, I'm keeping these hedges under control. Let's have a look. So I've just started up here at the top end. As you can see, there's a bit of titivation that's needed, and I can't get them level because it's really, really thick there, and I've only got these electric hedge trimmers, which are attached to this cable reel, which is running from the tiki hut in our inverter there in the tiki hut, gathered by the sun, powered directly by the sun god Ra. Yeah, into the batteries, that goes into the inverter, and up it comes all the way up to the top here, where we're using that now to trim our hedgerows. So I'm going to crack on with it. I'm up to here at the minute. I'm up to sort of this bit. Now I've got to go all the way down there, all the way down to about halfway down mine and mix plot. Show you. There. And shave it all up. And I'm going to be doing all the weeding as well down there as well, so I've got plenty of work to do. I'll see you in a minute. Well, boys and girls, that was a long minute. A long minute. That was a 45-minute minute. But I'll show you what I've done. Yeah. I've got to clear away all the branch and leaf detritus and the weeds I've been pulling up, but yeah. It's not 100% flat, is it? Because it rises. The whole plot rises up. And it's a well-established shrubbery, that. We want a shrubbery. It's a hedgerow. Traditionally, the demarcation of land was done in hedgerows. Yeah, you'd have your parcels of land between the hedgerows, and these are a good habitat for wildlife. So you've got to be careful. We leave it till, I try to leave it till after the nesting has been and done. For the little Tweety birds, because they like to build their little nests in here. Keeps them safe from predators and whatnot. In the thick of the hedgerows. And yeah, little creepy crawlies, mice, rats, hedgehogs, they'll use these hedgerows as pathways to different parts of the land. Of course, again, because they're undercover, they'll be safe from buzzards and kestrels and stuff like that. Raptors. But yeah, keep it trimmed. Trim your bush. I've just had a coffee with the wise old elf. We're going to do a catch-up tomorrow, me and Joe. He's on, but obviously he's busy today. But we're going to do a catch-up tomorrow on his plots, which are at the side, which are vastly, vastly superior to the state of mine at the moment. He's not been very well, so he's all right now, but he's been a bit offside for a couple of months. So we're going to do a catch-up with him tomorrow. Right, let's crack on with our side. So I've done a couple of barrow runs up there, but I'm going to leave some of that leaf to build up the sort of wood chip mulch that's down there, try and suppress the weeds a little bit. That's my excuse anyway. But yeah, you can leave that down there. That'll rot down as it is. Just have to keep an eye on it. I've been doing some chop and drop. That needs to be further chopped. But what that is the big comfrey plant that was over there. Now obviously I've left about a foot or so of stem and leaf at the base, but I've chopped all the rest of the comfrey off, and that's going to be chopped up further and left on the top of this particular bed. I might even spread it to a couple more beds, but if I chop that, it can be kind of like a mulch on top. So it's my first fledgling experiment into the no dig method. If I'm using this, I can't get the wood chips and what have you, the straw at the moment, not in sufficient quantities. It's got to be careful you don't chop in horse's tail and mare's tail, but that's the comfrey. So I'm going to chop that down into sort of like 2-inch lengths, and then I'm going to cover that bed. Okay, so I've chopped that down finer and spread it kind of evenly in a couple of 2 to 3 inches really of depth of the comfrey. And that'll act as a green manure, if you like. And the way I want to use it this year is I'm going to cover it with the plastic. That's damp proof, of course, and I've got some Corex there. I'm going to cover the whole lot on top of the bed with that. That'll help it to rot down quicker and also keep it in place, because I'm going to weight it down so that the wind doesn't get at it, and the good rich comfrey leaf and stem can work its magic. The worms will come up for it and take it down into the soil, and then in about 2 months time, 6 weeks to 2 months time, that should be well rotted and a good organic mix added into the bed of good beautiful comfrey richness. Cracking plant comfrey, especially as a chop and drop, or like we do, we make the comfrey tea with it as a liquid plant feed. But this is going to be top dressed onto the bed, and as I say, I'm going to cover it up with the damp proof courses, weight it down with the plastic, weight it down, and then the moisture will be retained, the heat will be coming through the black, and it'll assist that rot down and that composting process. And I think in about 6 weeks time we'll have a good rich mix, and we'll plant through, we'll put the little seedling starts, we'll plant them through the comfrey and just leave it as a top dressing to continue working its magic. I think that's going to be great, that. But I'll crack on, I'll cover that up and weight it down. And there we go, well covered, well weighted. Got to put plenty of weight on top, because if the wind gets under it, it'll blow your sheeting all over the site. So get plenty of weight on top. We've just been going around there picking up anything that could act as a sort of a stabilising weight on top of it. That'll trap the moisture and the heat inside there into the bed during these next, as I say, 6 to 8 weeks. That soil will be well cooked, and it'll be a very high nutritional content compost mix. Fingers crossed. Should be. No reason why it shouldn't. Okay, that's it for today, boys and girls. I'm going to get myself off. Hope you enjoyed that. The chop and drop comfrey bed. Green compost at its best. Stay tuned for the next episode, because we're going to be meeting up and catching up with the wise old elf himself, Joe Lowe. Take care of yourselves and each other. God bless you all, and have a great week. Ta-da!